Welcome back, everybody. Episode 62. We got Vinnie on. Met him a while ago. We're going to cover just some life changes, reevaluating life, all that good stuff. Happy to be back on. Been about a week since we recorded, so always happy to be here. We'll talk. Yeah, reassessing life is going to be a big topic on here because I was just doing it 30 minutes before this. So we'll see y'all after the intro. Give us about 20 more episodes and that intro might be me playing the harmonica.
Oh, dude, it's about to be a banger, bro. Y'all don't know.
I'm so close. I just learned how to play piano, man, on the harmonica, dude, and at the campground. It's like midnight, and I'm like, sing us a song.
This dude sends me a freestyle on the harmonica, bro. It was legit.
Dude, come on. It was a good freestyle. No, it's hard to play. Like, dude, to play something. I don't know how people play fucking 3 things at once and then sing too. Like, before we get into anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not musically talented at all, so harmonica's impressive.
I'm not either. I played piano growing up. I had a couple recitals and stuff, so I remember being on stage playing it, getting up and seeing the crowd and everybody. But I just started getting back into it again. I'm like, all right, let me look up a video on how to play the harmonica. Looked up a video, learned 2 beats. Then I sent Kevin freestyle, of course. And then
that shit, bro. I love it.
Then I learned Piano Man right after that. It was all in like a day. I just learned how to play it a little bit. And dude, the next video I look up, it's like on my suggested, it's like a lady, probably like 20 years old, playing the harmonica with the thing around her neck so she doesn't have to hold it, a guitar, and then singing. And like, see, this is the problem right here. I thought I was badass because I got the first 5 notes to Piano Man. Like, it took me 30 seconds to realize this chick's playing all 3 things at once. But
you're thinking you're about to headline some show in downtown Manhattan, bro.
I'm like, let's go. This is gonna be so awesome at the fire. And then it's like her next to a fire, fucking doing all.
Yeah, this lady just shows you up out of nowhere.
I'm like, damn. But all right, we'll get into it now. We'll get into it. Vinny, how you doing today, man? You just got back?
Doing good, yeah, man. Just drove back from Destin, so haven't even gotten home yet. I'm still at my office here at work. So
it's a mighty white office you got there.
Oh, it is, man. I just started this, so it's actually an internship. I just started it like a week and a half ago. So all my office walls are still completely blank.
Oh, what the? I thought that was a freaking screen thing,
dude.
Bro.
You're in a prison, bro.
What the heck?
Nope. I got a little cubicle and stuff too. But anyways, I'm just trying to finish
dead silent in there too, bro.
And then, get rid of this 9 to 5 style. But gotta start somewhere.
What are you going to school for? You don't know? You just kind of
sport management.
Oh, hell yeah.
What does that mean? Break that down.
So basically, a lot of professional, collegiate, high school level sports organizations, all the events that they set up, whether it's from, professional stadiums and event coordination and catering and risk management, facility management, all that type of stuff that goes into a sports organization and a facility branches into the sport management field.
Oh, okay. I don't. It's pretty much everything but like the actual playing of the game.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Like
someone's got to do it. Dude.
Set up, tear down, audio, video. I mean, there's just so much that goes into a sporting event as a whole. Fan experiences and stuff like that. So it's just different branches you can take within sport management to be involved in a sports lifestyle without playing.
I mean, shit, there's a lot of money in sports, bro. I know that much.
Absolutely.
America loves their damn sports, dude.
Oh, bro, it's crazy. I love it.
If there's nothing else, I wonder how much money goes into that just in general and all the sports compared to really anything else. It's got to be blown out by the water.
Oh, it's crazy. You guys follow Major League Baseball at all?
Oh, yeah, a bit. Not too much.
Anyways, there's this this two-way superstar. So he pitches and hits, kind of like
Oh, Otani, bro. Yeah, you
Yeah.
showed me that guy,
Yeah.
Trev. He's like, this guy's
He
like a
just
Babe
signed-
Ruth, bro.
he just signed the biggest sports contract in sports history. It's like 10 years, 700 million. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God. I think I've seen the payout structure for that on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like 2 mil for the next 10 years, and then they're deferring like 68 million for the next however many years after that.
Holy shit.
But
I like that about baseball. They got them long ass contracts, bro.
Dude, no, he's only getting. Well, first it's in LA, so they're taking already 80% of it. But he's
Yeah.
only getting, I think it's 2 mil a year.
Yeah, for the first.
That's what
10
he's
years.
actually getting. But it's but it,
But
it's
shit, though, bro. Like,
2 mil a year, dude. Shit.
that guaranteed?
Yeah,
Oh,
the 2 million is guaranteed.
He could break his freaking neck tomorrow and still make that money, bro. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. There's a breakdown where like every time he steps up for an at bat, he makes like $480,000. Like he could stand there, he could stand there, look at 3 strikes, go right past him, and boom, just made 480K.
He makes quadruple what half of America is even close to making.
Right.
Bro, if
Not
you
even
if you
close.
paid me that much, I would be less than useless.
Dude, I'm getting hit. I'll get hit with the ball. So you can't,
Ow!
yeah, you can't blame me for not even trying. Dude, I got hit. I don't know what you're talking
Just
about.
keep getting hit every at bat. My on base percentage is like phenomenal, bro.
Says in 2020, participatory how do you say it? Participatory sports had a $280 billion market value.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
That's a quarter of a trillion.
Yeah, that is. That is. You're good with
That's a
numbers.
quarter
right.
of our defense budget, bro.
Yeah. It's insane, dude. That's how America has all its money. They're like, we could tax people a lot more if we just made sports and then paid them a bunch of money, and then all of our money just goes to sports. It's hard to watch sports for me, but hey, we're not here to talk about me. Not here to talk about me. How you doing today, Kev?
Shit, dude, I'm chilling, bro. I'm into this reflection thing that we got going. Been
Yeah,
doing
dude.
that. It's like a different like trajectory, point in our lives. Like what we're doing now is going to determine what we're doing 5-10 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I just tweeted about this because I would always focus a lot more on like the future, like what my future is going to look like. So I focus too much on the 10-year mark, and then it all gets ruined because I don't focus on what I'm doing now. It's like I just had like let's say I don't know. Here, there's an easy one is girlfriends. People get a girlfriend because they're like, oh, in the future I want kids for sure. Then they have one kid, and then they realize the girl sucks, and then they have to, and then it's a whole ordeal. You know, like that's kind of a good way to put it. You're not focusing on now, and then and then you're like, wow, she kind of sucks now, but 5 years from now, she might be pretty cool. It's
Or like what we were talking before this about, like planning once you're done with your doctorate, like
yeah,
that's
dude,
way down the
doctorate,
road.
I got 8 years
Yo,
doctorate.
at
Who
least
am I to start planning like that for? No, I'm excited to talk a little reflection because I'm in a weird spot where I'm not able to go to college yet because of the credits and how college is and all that stupid admission stuff. Anybody who's been to college knows what the hell's happening there. It's a mess. A whole ass mess. So I didn't get to go to college this semester. So I'm trying to figure out just what to do in the meantime because dude, my days aren't full enough. If I don't have stuff to do, I just end up doing nothing. I have to write down something. If I don't write down what I'm doing tomorrow, I'm gonna end up doing nothing. It's just a fact. It's how it's been, and it's hard to pick something to do because I'm just in limbo. Because I'll be back in school in 6 months. So I was even thinking if I start freelance copywriting, I'm back into school in 6 months. Now, I just ditch everybody but that's what me and Kevin were talking. It's like, who cares? Just for now, just do whatever you want.
Yeah, you got
Make
to
that
live
decision
one day
then.
at a time. You can't
Yeah.
think too much about the future. You'll get caught up in the what ifs instead of what's right in front of you.
Right. So it's a little brutal, but you want to go into just a little background, where you from, Georgia, and all that good stuff, and then we'll go into how this past year went kind of for you and stuff.
Sweet. So I'm Vinnie from Woodstock, Georgia, actually. Been born and raised here, man. 23 years in the same house. So haven't moved around a whole lot. Grew up playing hockey and riding dirt bikes. Those are pretty much my two time killers there. And Trevor probably knows, but the youth travel system is very in depth if you play at a competitive level. So I mean, we were traveling a bunch on weekends and all that good stuff. So pretty active. And then went to college right out of high school. Went to study criminal justice, and after 2 years of doing that, that's when COVID hit, and I said,
Oh,
nope, not going down this path because I wanted to be a homicide detective. That was the end goal.
what the fuck,
Yep.
dude? How?
Yep.
What?
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I've got family in that field, super confidential and all that shit. But
Hmm.
they kind of got me into it a little bit, seeing what they do. So went to school to study it, and then once the world went to shit, I was like, man, if I ever want to have a family and be around for them in any capacity, I could not go into this field. Yeah. So
Ha-
switched to sport management, and that's what I'm wrapping up right now. But I mean, while I was in high school, me and my buddy started a small lawn care business, and that's what I've been doing the last 6 years. So started just mowing my buddy's yard actually for his mom. I was just over there hanging out, and we just mowed the yard for her. And then the neighbor up the street comes down and is like, "Hey, I'll give you $40 to go mow my yard." And we're like, "Hell yeah!" So push our
Yeah.
little mower up there and a little weed whacker, and next thing you know, we were managing 40, 45 accounts at a time over the last 6 years. But I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna probably sell that. I've gotten to a point where it's worth a little bit, and I've just got some other stuff that I want to gear towards in life. So after 6 years of working in the sun all day every day, and being your own boss, you kind of get burnt out a little bit. But that's why I'm back in school and gonna finish this up and see where it takes me.
All right.
Good Lord, 6 years you were doing lawn mowing?
Yep, just finished our 6 year. Obviously, the first year or two, wasn't super busy. It was just the beginning, but yeah, man. As soon as my dad got me a 2011 Toyota Tacoma stock, he said, "Here you go, son. It's the last vehicle I'm ever buying you. Do what you want with it." So I started mowing yards, man. I wanted to put some big tires and lift it up, and that was kind of my motivation at the beginning, and then it just turned into real business.
That's
Because
a pretty good position to be in now, though.
yeah,
Being,
what? That seems like where everyone wants to get to.
yeah,
That's what everybody thinks, but it's not all fruits and flowers and happy stuff.
yeah.
Most
No,
of the
that's
time,
the same thing with the podcast, Rose. I was like, oh, I watch podcasts. I could do one just like everyone else says. And then you do one, like, all right, that was easy. Then you have to do the next one and produce it and then post it on YouTube. Then you realize you got to post this shit to everything. You got to create clips. You got to create, if you want to get big, you got to do a newsletter. And it's like, whoa.
right? You got to do all the graphics and the intro
Yeah.
and get those fancy mics and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But
fancy ones.
yeah, people, going back to what you're saying, Kevin, how a lot of people, wish they were at that spot or wanted that at that time. It's a lot more difficult, especially starting from the ground up. And you see all the beautiful pictures, on social media of the transformations that we do and this and that. But what they don't see is you're on your hands and knees, sweating sunrise to sunset. And then once you get home, you're unloading trailers, you're cleaning off equipment, and then you're going to your spreadsheets, you're writing down, um, numbers for what you did that day, and it's 24/7, being a business owner. So be careful what you wish for, but definitely learned a lot and wouldn't trade that for anything.
You didn't hire no one, like, just to step in and do your shit for you? Like,
I had a couple of buddies that worked with me, but I never got to the point where I wanted to scale enough to where I had crews out there working for me, and I was just on the phone behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say I was scared, but there's definitely some nerves. If I were to have gone that route, because there would be more investing, more, loans and, all that stuff that goes into running a self-service or running a business in the service industry.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
can't be easy, but now I'm thinking about doing it. And shoot, we'll see.
Yeah, well, shit. Now,
It was fun.
never
When
mind.
it was fun when it's all cash and all that, and
Yeah.
then once you go legal with LLC and you got to pay taxes and all that, it's not that much fun.
That's what Uncle Sam says. Yoink.
Yeah. Oh, you thought shit was sweet out here. Just fucking crossing you up. No. Yeah, I've been thinking because that kind of came out of nowhere, right? Like this internship and all that. You were living on your own with all your buddies. You had to move back home. How was the move back home? Because I
It was
dealt with that a couple times.
man, it was as good as it could have been for the situation. It was within a matter of probably 2 weeks finding out that we had to move out and then having to be completely moved out.
Ooh.
And I'm running the lawn business during that time too. So when I find out I got to be out of this house within 2 weeks and I'm still mowing all these yards and doing all that, I was freaking out, dude. Like stress levels were taking over, and like I was crying to my mom when I'm mowing yards. Like, mom, what's going on? Like I was straight up crying, dude. I was depressed for a little bit because some stuff went down with my best buddy, and it was it was a lot. But yeah, it was smooth, dude. I'm back home, and the plan was to go full force with the lawn thing, and then once that happened, I kind of took a step back because best friend happened to be my business partner at the same time. Uh,
Ooh.
so I was warned, don't get into business with your buddies. Blah,
Yeah,
blah.
I was gonna say, don't they say that not to do that?
They do say that. But your best friend of 10 plus years, you wouldn't think so. So once that happened, I was kind of like, time to put that in the past a little bit, move on with something
Mm-hmm.
else. So went back to school, only had a semester left. So I was like,
Oh,
might as well. And yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'm in the same boat. Moving back home to my parents. Mine was, I mean, a little different. Um, but it's definitely hard to get used to. Like my parents, I think their biggest problem was switching from I'm that kid that they raised to I'm now 25. Not that kid anymore. I'm still your kid. I get that, but I'm not here to, like learn all your lessons again and do all that. It's like a best friend mode now. They got to switch to best friend mode. And that's got to be the hardest thing to do as a parent is gauging
Oh,
when to do
man.
that, dude. Because you do that too soon, dude, you end up with too many people I know where their parents are their best friend and they're just drinking, smoking, and doing whatever with their parents. And I'd be like, man, I'm glad this isn't my parents. And then I get home and my parents,
Yeah.
my parents are just the other side of that spectrum. But it's got to be a tough thing. I don't know how I'll go through it. I don't have kids or nothing, but that's like the first thing I'm scared of is that best friend mode and the parent mode.
Right. Right. I have,
Mo-
I have a good relationship with my family, so
yeah.
it was super smooth. And as far as like understanding, I'm
Hmm.
pretty much a grown man now, even though I'm living in the bedroom next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's
Hard
hard
to
to say too. Yeah. It's like, mom, I'm grown. And she's like, yeah, well, you're sleeping in your childhood room again. So.
Right. Literally. Literally.
That's why the army's great because it's like a
Yeah.
chapter that you can or that they can use, like you were a kid and now you're a man. Like it's a
Yeah.
very obvious difference. But like
That's what I thought.
that's what I thought, bro. I was thinking too, like I used to be so jealous of those kids where their parents just didn't care. Like they could have
Oh, yeah.
fucking their room a mess, like just do whatever they want, bro. I used to freaking like they could stay out whenever all night, bro. I'm like, bro, I would kill for that.
Yep.
And now I'm like, oh, bro, thank God I did not have
Dude,
that, bro.
even,
Right.
like for me, drinking alcohol, my parents, like, they pretty much said they beat me if I came home drunk. Like if I came home drunk, dude, everybody in the house will know. I'm I'm grounded for fucking 8 months to a year. Like, and I was like, man, this is shitty. I want to, like, all my friends are doing it. And then I got to the army, became an alcoholic, and now I'm like, oh, dude, if I was drinking that young, it
Oh
would be a
my
mess, dude.
God.
I'd be fucked.
Oh my God, bro. That's like
Give
everything,
your parents
dude.
some grace, you listeners out there. Give your parents some grace.
Absolutely.
Like,
The
imagine if
hardest
they
one.
let you fucking smoke when you were a kid, Trev. Like,
I'd be a fucking mess. Ain't no way
oh,
I'd join the military. No way
hell
I would
no.
have.
They wouldn't have
Yeah.
let your ass in
Yeah,
anyway.
they wouldn't let you.
One of the best feelings is when the recruiter's like, all right, you can pass a drug test. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, you can tell me, dude. I don't really give a shit. Can you pass a drug test? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm fine. And he, like, you look around at the town I'm in. He's like, yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
You can
yeah.
pass it. We'll see it. Yeah.
Imagine being a recruiter in Colorado, bro.
Oh, yeah. Good fucking luck. You're not
Yeah,
getting
good luck.
nobody.
Probably the one kid in the whole state who would pee hot that day, bro.
Yeah, bro. Dude, the marijuana laws, maybe we could get into this because this pissed me off, dude. I was filling out the I just went to pick up a gun, bought a gun. Shout out to my brother-in-law. And one of the questions on the background check, it was poorly worded too, on top of everything. But it was like, are you addicted to or using illegally marijuana?
God, I hate that.
And then in parentheses, it was like, just so you know, marijuana is still illegal under federal law. So really, anybody should be checking yes to this fucking question. I'm like,
Right.
yo,
You're setting your
come
ass
on.
up.
Yeah, bro, nice try. You ain't getting me. You gonna have to go on to the next fella.
Bro,
Uh,
I was doing the crossword puzzle a few days ago, and the hint was dope head. Right? So I tried addict, junkie, and then I searched on Google and it was stoner. I'm like, a dope head, bro?
dude, a dope.
Smoking dope, bro? That's
That's
like no. What? Oh, bro,
Oh,
this dude
man.
has a question though. If you got a
alright.
question, put it in the chat, dude. We're hella down to answer whatever, bro. Thank you for tuning in. No bullshit.
Yeah, wow, didn't even see it. Hell yeah, but yeah, dude, it's hard making even like now I'm in the limbo stage, not really sure like what to do next or how to go about it next.
I'm sorry.
What do you say?
If you could choose
Oh,
one person to get tickled by as a prank, who would it be? I would probably say your mother.
oh,
That wouldn't really be a prank.
Should have
Oh,
expected that answer.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah, with that username, dude, you have to come
Yo.
correct.
Now that I'm sufficiently distracted, bro. Oh man.
No, I'd probably go with like Kevin Hart or Adam Sandler.
What's
Ooh.
this dude? No,
Oh.
someone else get tickled. So I'm picking someone else to get tickled?
All right,
Yeah,
that's a
I would
wild
still
question.
pick
What
I
is
would
it?
still pick your mother, bro.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, man, I like these live chats though. We had one where we were talking about religion a lot, and we were like debating this dude in the chat, like in real time, bro. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, crazy how internet and all that shit works now. But it's a double-edged sword because you're not the coolest harmonica player, dude. Nice try.
Yo, I know.
Nice
I
try,
would
bro.
the coolest one I know. I mean,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
dude.
That small town shit, dude.
Yeah, for real.
But
bro.
yeah, how'd you deal with like the realization, Vinny, that like things weren't going as you pictured it? Like like you're in that house, you have your own business. I'm sure you had a different future in your mind than going back to your parents. How'd you deal with that? You're like, oh man.
That's a great question, man. So I'm not the most religious guy. I believe in all that, but I don't pursue it, as I should and want to. But one thing that's really helped me is my mindset. And once I change the phrase of why is this happening to me to what is God trying to teach me, that changed
Yo.
everything. Changed
Yeah.
everything, man. That kind of ties into like irrational optimism a little bit. When you're negative and just being down on yourself 24/7, no matter what the situation is, obviously life's going to suck. But if you look at it a different perspective and say, okay, there's a message in here, there's a lesson somewhere in this. If you take that and just apply that to everyday life, man, that's what got me through it, honestly.
How did
Wow.
you adopt that mindset, bro?
That's tough. Probably my mom, honestly, because she's been through a shit ton of stuff in her life, and um, she's kind of passed that down to me. And once I saw it happen, like firsthand, seriously in my life for the first time, that's when I kind of like really took over. So like little inconveniences and stuff, like dropping your water bottle on the ground and it breaking like a glass mountain valley or something.
Fuck
I mean,
God. I'm
yeah, I
hitting my
mean,
wife if that happens, bro.
like you could get pissed and start screaming and yelling or whatever, or you can be like, okay, I just dropped this. Now I got to clean it up. This is a test. Let
Yeah.
me just pick this up, throw it away. It's no big deal. Don't let it ruin my day. So
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a little bit to adopt that mindset too. And then I started diving a little deeper into religion, and then I got a little weirded out, and then it's like, all right, what would people it's I always ended
Yeah.
up falling back on what other people would think of me. I don't know why. I still do. It's what would other people I was even thinking about this shit yesterday. S- I shouldn't be worrying about what everyone it doesn't matter. None of that matters. It's like cuz who knows if they'll even be there anyways. The chances are they won't. So it
right.
doesn't matter what all these other people are saying. And it's dude, this is something I fight a lot. It's not just like you can think about this shit once and then you never have to think about it again. You'll think about, oh, what's everyone? Who cares what everyone thinks? And then fucking 2 days later, I'm like, all right, I got to do this because everyone. No, who cares what everyone thinks? I just said this.
It's
It
because
doesn't
we're
matter.
human, bro. We're human. Like, try being the village truth teller. There, good luck, bro. No one's gonna like that guy.
Yeah,
You,
end up like Jesus.
yeah, exactly. What could happen to him? But it's like we have this like need to fit in. You see it a lot online now. It's people will not really ask themselves like, is this true? Let's say it's would other people be okay with me thinking this is true?
Mm,
So like I'm trying to think of an example, bro. If I think of if everyone thinks 1 + 1 is 3, and I know that it's 2, I know that they're going to ostracize me or think that I'm crazy if I say that, yo, 1 + 1 is actually 2. I'm more inclined to say 1 + 1 is 3 just because that's what everyone else is thinking. But then it's
yeah.
like, we don't need that like people did. Like, we're not in a village, where if Trevor's pissed off at me, I'm not going to eat that night. It's all these people that we don't really know and we care about what they think about us. It's like, why? Why even
But
care?
what?
They're
Yeah,
not going to my funeral. Look at the Queen of England, bro. She died. People stopped talking about her in 3 days.
that's the Queen of England.
The fucking Queen of England, bro.
Yeah,
The
bro.
Queen of England. Like
Hey,
we just think about it. It's just so nonsensical when you really think about it, bro. Like, who cares what other people think about you?
yeah, it's a hard mindset to get into because,
It's a
like,
tough. Yeah.
for me growing up, it mattered because I wanted my older brother to think I was cool all growing up.
Oh, dude.
That's like, dude, I would do anything just for him to say like, "Oh, you're cool," or him to laugh at what I have to say. Now I'm good. We're grown adults now, but that just transferred over to everyone else. Then it just transferred over to like in the army, Kev. When I was joyful and everything, I'd be coming in smiling, all that shit. And then the first day I didn't, everyone's like, "Oh fuck, what? Trevor's dying." Like,
Oh
what?
yeah, he's got a foot
Like
in the
no,
grave, bro.
yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, no, I just don't want to have to seek your approval. Like I don't I just today I'm not laughing, today I'm not smiling. Chew glass, dude, sorry.
Yeah.
Can't be that light today.
You ever
It's a
get
tough
that
thing to realize.
pressure, Vinny, to like keep up, like what you want people to think about you?
100%. And not necessarily like me, myself, and my personality, because I'm pretty solid on that. Like I don't care, what people think about me specifically, how I act, blah, blah, blah. Because I know that. But for me, more so, it was in kind of like a business perspective or that point of view. Going through what I'm going through right now with my business and, potentially selling it, not selling it, whatever the case is over the last 6 years, I've been known as the lawn guy in my hometown. I
The
mow
long guy? Oh, the long. Oh, I thought you
the
said
lawn. Yeah,
long. Like,
no, no, no,
oh,
no.
my bad, my bad. My
Come
bad.
Um,
on.
Come on, bro. You don't have a fancy mic. I'm hard to hear. Come
okay,
Come
okay.
on.
on. Oh, my
But no,
bad.
the lawn guy, I mow all my friends' yards, all their parents' yards, on the Facebook community, like my name and information's up there, my reviews are up there. So when I'm getting to the stage I'm at now where I'm not actively posting on my business social media page anymore, I'm not um, showing my business, I'm not telling people what's up with it. That right there is kind of where I'm like, how are people going to feel? How are they going to think when I give up
Hmm.
on what was once my dream? What I told everybody is, hey, I'm going to,
Oh,
have this big old lawn business. You're going to see my trucks all over town. And now my life has switched and I pivoted to pursue something else. And I don't want to say I'm not going to fulfill a promise, but it almost feels like that.
Yeah, I was just talking to Kev about that. That's like that's what eats at me the most is saying something. But another thing, like we were talking, you can't read too far into the future anyway, so it's hard. Like I want this at like right now. Like this is how I see the podcast going, and I'll tell everyone about it. But in 5 years, if something happens and I can't do it anymore, God forbid, then that's I could see being in your shoes where it's like, fuck, dude, for the last 5, 6 years, I've been telling everyone this is what I'm doing. I'm this guy. Like when I go out anywhere, dude, I don't have a job right now. So when people ask what I do, I tell them this. Like, oh, all right, this is it. And I'm like, yeah, this
yo,
is
I
how I do.
know, dude.
Like
Right.
this is it. Yeah. So when I don't know what I'm going to say instead, but when I don't say that, I don't know, like it'll feel weird.
And then
Makes
you
sense.
run into the same people a couple of times, or you go to the same restaurant or bar, and you build a relationship with the people that work there. One day you come in, hey, how's the lawn business going? It was going great last month. You're
Yeah.
super successful. You did good. Like, how's it going now? I want to hear it. And you're like, well, I'm actually not doing that anymore. I don't want to do that. I'm moving on. And
Yeah.
at the end
Oh,
of the day,
man.
who cares what they think? Like, it's my own life. But
Yeah.
still, like, I've built such a reputation off of my business that now I don't want to say taking a hit on me, but it's like, ouch.
It's
Yeah.
a big thing with family too, I notice, bro. Like whenever I'll go back home to Colorado, because people like demean you, bro. I'm sure you're this like, how's your little lawnmower business going?
Yeah.
I'm sure you
Little.
heard. How's your little
Yeah.
podcast going? Like people people just like to feel like they're doing better than you or something. And it's like even if you weren't, like I could go back and say I'm making $1 million a year with the podcast, and they still find a way to
Like
like
really a podcast?
exactly. It's the weirdest fucking thing, but it's like they're gonna say that about something regardless, bro.
Yeah, no, I found out. Yeah, exactly. I found out my family just kind of wants tea. They just want some
Tea,
type of
bro.
tea, dude. They
Brilliant.
just want some type of tea. And I'm like, I ain't got nothing, dude. I'm just, hanging around, going to the gym, doing my podcast. And they're like, that's it? Really?
But
Nothing? I'm like, yeah, nothing. Like, I'm not causing anybody problems. Nobody's causing me problems. Like, really, that's it. You need to get a job. I'm like, why? So I could come to Thanksgiving every year and just talk about how shitty my job is?
Bitch
right.
out people they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. People that don't matter are pissing me off. No, I
Yeah,
don't
talk about
care.
all the health problems you have now because you're sitting in a cubicle for your entire life. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
that's
But I
gosh.
awesome.
got the problem. But now I got the problem. How's
I
that
feel
work, dude?
I feel kind of weird though, like when someone will be telling me about all this, like their problems, like their drama or some shit, and I just have nothing to come with. Like,
That's what I'm saying, dude. Misery loves company. They just want someone else to be feeling what they feel. It's like, oh, my boss. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I'm my own boss. Yeah, okay. It's like, well, no, I am.
yeah,
I just told you I am. Like, I'm
Right.
serious.
it's like I try to be empathetic to a degree, but then at some point, it's just like I'll be hearing someone complain about their friends, right? I don't want to say who, because she's like in another room. But no, like my wife will be telling me about all her friend drama, right? And I'm like I'm listening. Obviously, he is a good husband, right? But then in my head, I'm thinking, bro, thank God Trevor and my friends are just like chill, bro. Like, it'll be like they don't go out to eat or something within a month, and then the one friend is mad because he's not making time for them, or like they have this obligation to each other. And I'm like, bro, I could not talk to all my friends for 5 years and just go talk to them one day like nothing ever happened, bro.
Dude, that's exact. When I drove up to Atlanta for Tommy, that's exactly what happened. I showed up. Me and him talk like once a month, but I showed up. It was like, "What's up, bro? What's up? What are we doing? I don't know. All right." That was
That's great.
it. Then we got a pack of twisted teas and figured something out. But I couldn't imagine having to deal with that, dude. And even like Home Depot, I can't imagine dealing with that my whole life. I told my mom fucking day 2. I'm like, "Mom, I don't know how the fuck you've been doing this for." She's been doing it for 25, 26 years. Mom, I have no idea how you're doing this. This drives me insane. I can't, like, going to work. I hate it.
Do you
I
think
don't hate a lot of things.
it's partially the
hate that.
tea, bro? The tea?
Oh yeah, no, they love tea, and that my mom loves the tea, dude. My mom
Oh,
loves
Lord, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Trevor, that you said that and brought up Home Depot too. Because remember a while back I mentioned to you that my dad worked at Home Depot too.
Yeah.
So he worked there for 3 or 4 years or whatever. And as of the last year or so, he starts complaining. There's this inner circle in the HR department. They don't want anything to do with me. They don't include me in this. It's just so drama ridden, and I can't stand the corporate blah blah blah. Anyways, he's not working there anymore. But
Yeah.
he said I went up to my boss and I asked him if he was firing me, and he said no. So then I told him I was quitting and handed him my apron. He's like, I'm not dealing with that shit anymore. That's what it was. It was all just tea, and he didn't want nothing to do with it.
All it is. And I knew it the first day. The first day I go in, I don't know what I'm doing. They didn't really train me on anything. And it was one of my coworkers. She comes up. She's like, "You know what you're doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I kind of know." She's like, "All right, well, here's the app. Like their phones, dude, they have a million apps on their phones, the work phones. It's a fucking mess."
You lost me.
And right away, she starts bitching about all the other people that work there. I'm like, "Oh no. Like, I don't want to hang out with you." And then she
Right.
talks about how this guy sucks. And then I see that guy the next day. I'm like, "Oh, she said he sucks." Dude, it's a mess. But my mom, yes, she loves the tea. And I don't know how women do this. My mom's not the only one that loves the tea, dude. Get out of here. It's a woman thing because
I
she'll
know
go.
one.
Yeah, exactly. She'll go to work. She'll work there for 10 hours. She'll come home, have an hour worth of tea to talk about. And then we watch shows that are riddled with tea. That's all we want to watch. We just love it. America loves it, dude. And it drives me up a wall to where I just get up and leave in middle of conversation. She'll be talking to my dad about something. I'll get up and go.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, like I'll go upstairs. Oh, what are you doing? "Oh, I'm gonna go watch a movie. I just gotta, not be here because I don't like. I just don't care. I don't want to talk about the tea. I don't care about the tea because there's nothing good comes of it ever. Like even if we talk about it, nothing really good comes of it. Like we'll talk about, I don't know, some dude that's doing the wrong thing. We all know he did the wrong thing, but we'll talk about the 10 other things he could have done that he didn't do or whatever the fuck it is. It drives me insane, dude. I don't care for it even in the slightest.
As if none of the other people have ever done a wrong thing ever.
Yeah, like I don't go fuck off at the gym and someone's got some shit to say about me when they get home. Like, dude, everybody just wants to talk about someone else.
Yeah, you should have seen that shit in the army, bro. They were gossiping mad hard. They were gossiping about Trevor before I even ever laid eyes on the guy. I heard a bunch of shit.
Dude, they love, yeah. No, they hated me already. I didn't even show up yet.
It was
Make my
bad,
head,
bro.
dude.
I knew more about his wife than I did him before he even got there. I'm like, bro, this guy hasn't even showed up yet. Like, at least wait till he's here.
No one even knows how to say my fucking name yet, dude. No one knows how to say my name, but I show up and everyone knows my wife is hot. It's like, what the fuck happened, bro?
It was bizarre, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but anyways.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Real quick, I had to say though, I am kind of guilty with the T&1 show is the Jersey Shore.
Oh, you love
I
that show.
love the Jersey Shore, bro. And
You
it's all
love
like, people, bro, like the cardinal sin for like low class people is someone talking shit about you. Like
Yeah, no, when I'm broke, yeah. Like when I
there's
have no
nothing
money,
there's nothing worse you could do than talk shit.
yeah.
And
Did you know her?
I just eat it up, bro. I don't know.
You know I eat it up. I just don't like seeing other people do it. I can do it myself. If I'm talking shit, bro, I'm going to talk shit. I'll do that shit. It's a problem. It's a problem I have. I talk shit. I was out camping with this chick, and her friend and my brother were there. She was talking about something. I just wanted it to be over. I don't know what I don't know what it was even about. I couldn't even tell you now. But it was just about to be over. I heard her finishing up. Someone said something, and she was about to start talking again. And I know bullshit said, that's enough of that. In front of everyone, I'm like, that's enough from you.
I
And
don't think
everyone's
we
like,
need
yo, what the fuck's your problem? I'm like, dude, like, what? We're gonna talk about this all night? You guys aren't sick of it? I'm the one that's got to say, all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was the only one. Yeah, sure. I'm the only one feeling this way. No, no.
Show of hands. Who else is sick of this? We can make an
Yeah,
anonymous
yeah,
card like we're voting someone
yeah.
off the island, bro.
Just make her feel even worse. No, I did feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I wasn't wrong either. So, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said it, but I wasn't wrong. It's hard being unapologetically you, because that's just what it is, and it ties into all we're talking about right now. When you're trying to make a change for the better, it's incredibly hard to convince everyone else to, like, no, dude, this is like my parents. I want to do this stuff online. It's like the podcast is who I am, what I want to do. But to them, I'm still like the kid who loves hockey and plays sports and, just kind of loves the army and loves helicopters. Like I got nothing else better to do.
A
Like,
goofball,
no,
bro.
I'm trying to tell you who I am. And if you don't understand, then all right, I'll just have to like go be it on my own. It was a big deal because I got out the army and they said I should get do helicopters in civilian world.
Same
And it
shit,
was,
bro.
yeah, dude, you got to like put your foot down and be like, no, that's not me. You guys aren't listening. I don't want to do that. That's not me. It wasn't who I am, not who I am now. Like I'm completely different now. And you guys just got to accept it. If you don't, see ya. I got to go.
Were your parents like, oh, you should just stick to mowing lawns or something?
Today's episode sponsored by Honor Guard Coffee. I know what you're thinking. Another coffee brand? And the answer is yes. However, this coffee brand is much better. This coffee brand was made to support veterans. With 25% of the proceeds going towards veterans, the mission of Honor Guard Coffee is simple. Pair each veteran with a service dog. On top of that, each blend is named after a service animal that actually served, including their perfect breakfast blend, Cairo, the Belgian Malinois there on the Bin Laden raid. Think of Black Rifle Coffee Company, but with more help towards veterans, a better taste, and dogs. We all love dogs, so we all love Honor Guard Coffee. Am I right? I'm just a regular coffee guy, typically drink that garbage you get from Walmart. And let me tell you, if you are that guy, try this and you will never want to go back to Walmart again. Steven sent me a package. It was phenomenal. I had no idea coffee could taste this great. So the owner, Steven, was on our show, episode 57. If you want to take a look, link will be down below. He's an ex-Marine who struggled through his fair share of mental health and is simply looking to make a change. We're looking to make a similar change, stop veteran suicide. And we couldn't be more proud that our mission aligns so well with our first sponsor. So for that, thank you, Honor Guard Coffee. Thank you, Steven. And if you are looking to purchase, first, thank you. And the description will include the link to buy. Now, back to the podcast.
No, so actually, my dad was the biggest advocate for not doing lawns and going to school.
Firm anti-lawn guy.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, when I was in high school, he ate it up. He loved it, seeing me out there working, doing all this, blah, blah, blah. And then, once I got more official and legal and all that, he was like, man, like, that's just such a tough life. Like, you don't understand, like, everything that goes into it. And you'll never, ever have a break. Like, if you're going to be a boss, you're going to have your phones on 24/7, blah, 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 blah. So it was kind of tough trying to navigate scaling that in any capacity because every time I would try to, he would say something, he'd pitch in. Or if I'd come home after a long day of work and just not be in a good mood or look tired or have to fix a piece of equipment, he's like, that's just something you're gonna have to deal with your whole life if you take this field, man.
Damn.
You can
Oh
really,
my god.
you know? And he didn't do it out of, bad faith or anything like that. Like, love my dad to death, and we have a great relationship. It's he just been through so much in his life trying to take the different route, the entrepreneur route or whatever, where he didn't want me to kind of face the same struggles and hardships that he did, which is why he was like, dude, you are smart. Go get a degree, get
Yeah,
educated,
go learn. Yeah.
Do
right?
something.
Do all this. So, I mean, there were times where it was better, times where it was worse as far as like how he would handle it. But at the end of the day, it was out of his best interest and what he thought was my best interest. Um, so kind of going back to what Trevor was talking about earlier about like parents not listening to their kids and what they want to do and they should do this and they should do that. I kind of had to like move in silence, I guess you could say sometimes when I would want to take that another step in my business, I want to take another step in my hobby or passion or whatever it is. I wouldn't necessarily like get their approval or tell them about it until I made that step. Instead of saying, "Hey, Dad, I want to
Oh.
do this with my business," and then him just bash me, I would just go and do it under my own wing, and then be like, "Hey, Dad, look what I did," and it's a completely different response.
Yeah.
But that was kind of my battle there.
Yeah, mine is almost the exact opposite with my dad. He sat me down a little bit ago, a couple months ago, and just said, "Look," he sat me down with it was me, him, and my mom, and it was right before I got back into school again, so I was doing nothing, had no money, being a little kid in their house. And they sat me down, and he was pretty much saying the complete opposite. He's like, "Look, dude, I chose the easy route. I didn't take risk, and I don't take risk. So I understand that's what you're doing. I get it. That's what you're doing. But I didn't take risks, and you're just as smart as me. You could do what I did and make more money." So he got a degree. He's a school teacher. He's been doing it for years. But that's what he was trying to say. He's like, dude, you can go get a degree. If I went further in my degree, I'd make way more money, but I didn't. You can. You could go get a degree and attack it like you attack your podcast. But it was hard because it felt before that, it felt like all of them, my whole family, didn't approve at all of just podcast and like choosing what I wanted to do because it was riskier. Everything was more risky. I have everything laid out for me already. That's why they wanted me to do the helicopter shit. Easiest route in the book. Get out, get my maintenance license. Dude, now I'd probably be making like 25 an hour, working full time, 9 to 5, going home, not doing nothing that I want to do, going to the bar every weekend. And that's how I saw it. They couldn't see it that way. But your parents, like you said, your dad was saying what he thought, like looking out for you and how he thought he could look out for you. Like that's all they're doing. They're looking what they think is the right thing for you to do. That's all they're doing. It took me a while to realize that because once I got enough experience in the world and I would try and help somebody out, like someone's getting divorced and they come to me and I answer their question. I think this is what's best for them. This is what's happened to me. I think this is what's best for them. And then it finally clicked. I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly what my parents are doing. Like they went through something. They think I should do this, but they grew up in a completely different world. So it's not always going to be right. And it's hard to be like, Dad, Mom, I think you're wrong. Like,
Right.
like I know I'm living in your third bedroom, but I think this is not right.
Right. That's one thing I could never even bring up to my dad. Like, hey, Dad, I think maybe, like, even if I approached it perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh man, it was tough. Whatever.
Yeah, I think they kind of have like a risk adverse bias, our parents. It's like, honestly, I don't even really think I can blame them, you know?
No, they just want you to be successful and take. Yeah, I want my kid to take the easiest route too, almost. Is to, get secure, find success.
Yeah.
You know, it's do whatever you can to get there. But to me, it's a little different. my success is a lot greater than what their success was when they grew up. Their success to them is getting a nice job, work there for, however long, get some experience, make your money, get into 401k and all that
Always
shit.
on that 401k, bro.
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah, like, dude, growing up, all I heard was you need a job that pays you well, and you get health insurance. You need health insurance. That's all I heard is you need a job that has the option for health insurance. You can't do anything else. That's all I heard. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go in the army. Free health insurance.
Easy money, bro.
Now I can go do whatever the fuck I want. I got free health insurance. But that was the big thing. And that was the big thing when I was growing up. Obama made it a big thing. So that was the one thing to touch on. But it's just a different world. And that's your mom and dad, that's what they're there to do, is look out for you. And if you're taking a riskier path, of course they're gonna be, more worried. So anyone listening, dude, just take the riskier path. You're not gonna die. That's the thing. Like with all this type of stuff, with business, mental health, like all that type of stuff, if you just do it and do it yourself, one, you're gonna feel better at the end, and two, you're finally not listening to other people, like we were just talking about. You're finally doing what you want to do. You're not looking for approval or anything. You're doing what you want to do. And that feeling, dude, when you wake up and you're doing what you want to do, that feels good. But then you got to realize that all of the responsibility is on you now. You can't blame anyone else. And when my parents come up and say, like, what are you doing? And I've been doing nothing, I got to deal with that. I've been doing nothing. And I got to tell them that. It sucks, but it's a double-edged sword. It's definitely a weird thing to get into because it's newer. It's a newer thing for more entrepreneurs and all that to be coming up with social media and all that shit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna suck one way or another, Like,
Yeah.
okay, you go to the aircraft mechanic field, right? The safe bet. It's gonna suck because you're always gonna wonder what would happen if you didn't do that. And then
Yep.
if you
And
do the
now
entrepreneurship,
I did my own thing, and now I'm wondering what would happen if I did the aircraft stuff. I still wonder,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I
Which is
drive past an airfield and I'm like, fuck, dude, that would have been so easy.
no,
I do
but
it
like,
every airfield, dude. Every single plane I see, I'm like, dude, I could have been just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. So I've been struggling for
oh,
2 years, and I could
I
have just done this.
I think the opposite, bro. I think, bro, some dude I would have been working fucking night shift or something, just doing the same thing over and over again. You make one mistake, 200 people die. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the opposite, bro. That's why I think the entrepreneurial route is best. Cause like you'll always wonder what your own potential is if you don't do that. Whereas if you do the self like the entrepreneurship, like what the other one is. Like if you did aircraft mechanic like maintenance, how much it would suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know if I just went to college and went to grad school or something, just how miserable I would have been. Like
Yeah.
I was going to school for healthcare administration, bro. That qualifies you to run a hospital. Like, could you
Yeah,
imagine me running a hospital, bro?
that's miserable.
Yo, bro's gonna be bald in 2 days.
Then
Right.
get bitching or getting, bitching from everyone, bro. Like literally. Like fuck that, dude. I'm just
Yeah.
not about that. I don't know, bro.
No, no, dude, not me. No way. No way.
No, bro. But you do wonder. I will say that.
I wonder every day. It's like I just posted that clip today. Every day is a battle. Every day your mind's racing. That's why I've gotten a couple people on journaling now. Vinny, you journal or anything? Like, what do
I
you do
do
to
a
keep
little
yourself
bit.
going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do journal a little bit. Yeah, find me a nice little lake spot back in my hometown and sit there, watch the sunset, and scribble away.
Yeah, dude. It's the number one thing I recommend to everyone. I've gotten 3 people on it now. So I am happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, dude, because you're constantly fighting in your brain. Just write that battle down. It's so much better when you can see it. When I
And
lay it out, I write it down. I'm like,
it's crazy like how clear life becomes when you put this thing down for 15 to 30 minutes, you start writing, and it's like, wow, like you just lived so much life within that small window.
yeah,
Because your brain's free flowing, you're just jotting down, anything that comes to your mind. You're not thinking about, anything else. And then the second you get back on this, it's like your brain just seizes. At least that's how it is for me.
no, I agree, dude. It's like this is just a cloud pretty much that just follows your brain around. And whenever you touch it, your brain turns into a cloud. That's how I feel. Because
Exactly.
I'll be thinking about something, then I'll look at my phone, and now whatever I was thinking about gone. Won't remember. See ya. Now I'm thinking about whatever's on my phone.
Dude, literally, that's me 24/7.
It's like, dude, I can't do that. I gotta stop. Gotta stop. And I have a lot. Now I gotta get better at like when I just wake up. I've had a problem waking up past month or so, but hey, we'll get there when we get there, dude.
One
One
thing at
battle
a
at a time.
time, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yo,
one.
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Let's take on one thing. My biggest thing is like watching shows and all that shit. I just started watching movies and shows the past week, and it's I don't know, it's nice to relax. I don't watch a lot of shows, don't watch a lot of movies, but I feel like each time I do, it's like too long of a break. And what am I doing? I'm watching all these shows to be making money or
You
something.
need that shit, bro. You're not gonna be able to work and work and work and work and work until you die, bro. I'm sorry. You're just not. Like,
I think I could do it for longer than when I have those because that I think that too. I'm like, no, I need this shit. I do, and then I think, dude, how long could I push it until I really need it? It's like, dude, how
Right.
long could I go without this? And should I just try? Because even
yeah,
right now, Kevin, I'm thinking, dude. So for the next 4 months, I'm not in school. Just let me just attack copywriting for 4 months, make some money, see what happens, and then if I need a break, I'll take a break. But
yeah.
then I'm
Um,
fucked because like a weekend, I'm like,
will
ah, dude, I'm gonna
will
need
you
a.
be able to take a break even at that point?
I don't know because it's already
But
hard to do now.
by the time you need one, you won't might not be even able to take one.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, you do push and push and push, right? What's gonna happen then when what's that failure gonna look like when you can't do that no more? It's
Oh
I
yeah.
it's like this, dude. If you go to the gym on Monday and you do 100 push-ups or as many as you can, you get 100, right? That's 100, and you're gonna be sore for a few days, right? But if you do 25 each day, you'll have more than you would have done just doing on the one day. Like I'm a firm believer
Hmm.
that it's a marathon, not a race. And I think you're smart enough to where like your marathon pace could be like quicker than 99% of people's. It's just when you get burned out, it'll get very ugly very quick when because you don't even know how to pace yourself at that point. You just know that you have no energy to do anything.
Hmm.
Am I wrong? I mean,
I don't know, dude. I don't
I
think you're
mean,
wrong. How was like just business in general like that, Vinny? Did you feel like you probably didn't get many breaks? Did you
No.
finally when it finally hit, you're like, okay, I need a fucking break.
We do get a break, like the December, January, February timeframe. In between then, I mean, I'm doing a couple of leaf cleanups here and there, nothing crazy. But once the season starts in March, all the way through November, I mean, it's pretty much every day, whether you're out there working or you're doing, computer stuff, admin work. I mean, it's every single day during the heart of the season. And then during the off season, I'm doing other stuff, part-time gigs, making a little side money and, preparing as we go into the
Getting
next season.
ready. Yeah.
I mean, it's full circle, man. There's not many breaks.
and there's a reason you're not doing that anymore, right?
Right.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like
Look at
until
look at the army. We were always on then for years on end. And then it gets to a point where you're just like, all right, bro, I can't do this shit
Dude,
no more.
that's how I feel I am now. Is even camping. That's what I said. It's like yeah, I did nothing for 4.5 years. For 4.5 years, I had my family sending pictures of every fun thing they were doing without me in them. So finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go do fun shit. Like,
right.
like I
Right.
missed 4.5 years. I don't know. I just always feel guilty about saying stuff like that. Like I always feel guilty and I should be working more. I don't know if it's like that bad, but
I think you
that's
No.
my
could work
immediate thought because of the army, probably.
I think you could work 25 hours a day and still feel like that, bro.
I feel you though, like finding the balance between like working hard and making a lot of money, working long hours, and actually enjoying life. Taking time off and doing things you care about. Like, where do you draw that line, or where do you find the balance between I'm going to be a workhorse and be able to support me and my family, but I'm also going to live.
Yeah, like spend time with my family.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
it was fucking last summer. We were just here all the day or every day, all day. It's just like I didn't even know how to like enjoy myself without feeling like, oh, I should be doing something.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, okay, that works until it doesn't, And then when it doesn't work, it's like, well, how do I even live now? Like, spend the day with my wife and not be in the office all day. You almost have to relearn that. And it's like that takes freaking a while. But like you don't have to get to that point. There's times in life you do, right? But like,
Yeah, that's a good thing to say right there. There are times where you do have to just get to that point. You're down on
yeah,
your luck, you gotta just go.
yeah. Which like we did, and I'm glad we did. But then it's like, okay, we can potentially not do that if we don't absolutely have to,
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. That balance, I mean, there's balance for everything, but that balance is one of the hardest for sure. But I think that's a lot, like we said, because of the army. Like the army, you show up and it's like you work. All right, I just worked 14 hours. All right. Well,
Oh
lucky
yeah.
for you, we just got this signed so you could work 14 more. And you get to
So
work 14 plus
hyperbolic
more hours.
too, bro. I'd like be at my desk just for 5 minutes, and what do you hear? Oh, you're a piece of shit. Like
Yeah.
people are dying because you're not working. You're collecting a paycheck. You get injured, you go to sick call. They call you a malinger. Like,
No, people literally tell you other people are dying because of you.
not like checking my
No.
phone. So,
Yeah. No,
like,
seriously, like I'll just be sitting down to eat lunch. Like you guys are eating lunch. People are dying because you're not out there. And that's just so maybe that's fucked up in
I
my head.
think
I wonder
that's
how
where a
long
lot
that'll
of it.
take to go away.
I mean, it's hard because it's uncomfortable though. Like if you're doing shit all the time, like your first summer not mowing lawns, Vinny, like you had probably a lot more free time. Then it's like, well, how do you even manage your life now? Because you
Right.
don't you don't have work to distract you for fucking 14 hours a day. What do you even do?
No. Gotta find a hobby or a passion. So I
I'm saying you
started
probably
riding
got to
dirt
that,
bikes. Started
bro.
riding
That
dirt bikes.
first summer, you're like, all right, man. Well, I could be mowing lawns making money. Man, do I
I'm
feel like
not.
a piece of shit now?
Right.
I'm just lazy. But it's like, okay, well, are you like it's easy for me to say, like, oh, just don't think like that no more, you know. But
That's
it's
how
Yeah.
most people in the entrepreneurship field feel, you know?
Mhm.
It's inevitable. You're gonna feel that.
Which I think that's why there's a really high washout rate for that. Is like people go balls to the wall for a year and then they're not where they want to be, or even they are, but they didn't account on them being so exhausted all the time. Like you don't have any mental peace with that either. Like I'd go lie down thinking all about I should be fucking doing some other shit for the business. Like,
That was another thing too, is just like going to bed every night. You know, you're reflecting on what you did that day. How could you have done that better? And then you're reflecting on what you need to do tomorrow. And it's like you never sleep.
I'm saying I would lie in bed for hours, bro, thinking all this crazy shit, bro. And then we stopped, and then it's like, okay, now you lie down. What do you have to think about? It's like, what do you?
Gotta find
I don't
something
know.
else.
Then sometimes I start getting ideas like, ooh, I could have done this with the business and that would have been sweet because there's not that much stress on you now because you're not doing it anymore. So you can think a little bit more clearly.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
which can quickly turn into God. I wish I hadn't have done that. If I had only made this little change,
Yeah.
I would be
My
living in a
whole
mansion.
life. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'd have the life I always wanted if I
Right.
just did this instead. If I sent this email at 9 instead of 9:02,
Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
I would have been so much better off now.
If we had used the growing green eyes instead of the glowing red eyes, we would be billionaires right now. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
just
it's
I'm just a big guy on it though, because it's like it's so dangerous once you do get to that point. I think like
yeah, I mean, we saw it with everyone too in the army. You show up for the first year, you learn, and then after that, you're never home. They're sending you fucking everywhere they can. You go to Wyoming for a week, you go to
yep.
Georgia for 3 weeks, then you go deploy, then you come back, and you just keep going. There's never a stop button.
And then the
And
one time
finally,
you say no, you say I can't go deployed this month because I just can't. though. Once they grill you for 1,000 reasons why, you just feel like a shithead. Like the army's going to collapse because you didn't do with anything. Or you're going to go broke because you didn't mow a lawn because you had to just take the chill pill. Like
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
it's so bad, bro. I don't even know how
It's
else
so
to
bad.
describe it, because
It's
you feel like
so
a
bad.
failure, bro. It sucks ass feeling like a failure.
You
That's
know how
another thing
often
too, is just thinking that you're gonna be a failure. You are a failure as you're trying to grow a business and you're not there. And like, it's a 10 to 15 year plan. It's not a 8 to 1 year plan, like 8 month to a year plan. It's just nuts, man. And that's kind of why I had to get out of it. At least take a break for now, reestablish, my foundation and stuff, and then maybe jump back into entrepreneurship with a better plan and a better strategy. So
Who does that sound like, Trevor? Yeah, no, bro. That's like it was just like, okay, nothing that we're doing is working, and we're just getting a collective headache the size of Canada. Like what where you feel like a failure, and it's just like that's a freaking tough ass place to be, I think. But like I think at that point though, you have a lot of shit to figure out, just personally and professionally and shit. But then you can approach it from that next point.
Yeah, you have to take that step back.
Yeah, it's just that
absolutely.
that could be a very catastrophic setback, so to speak. Which is why
Yeah.
I think the doing it the slower way is going to allow you to go farther, because you're not going to reach that point of like you're not going to think, oh, the world is going to end if this email doesn't get a high enough return on ad spend,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs, bro. This shit
And
is
rant,
not-
bro. Yeah, dude, it's a hard thing. Everyone thinks, bro, it's like, oh, it's
dude.
gonna be phenomenal. I can be my own boss. It's just like you were saying, Vinny. Like everything falls back on you.
Yep.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh. And rant, bro. I'm
See?
sorry.
Yeah, no, this is why I smoke. This is
That's
I
why
smoke,
we
man.
started smoking, Trevor, because your mind was going 1,000 miles an hour.
Gotta slow it down a little bit, huh?
Literally, bro. Because this dude was he was having trouble with I think you were divorced already at that point.
Yeah.
And then his car, fucking the transmission just destroyed itself,
Dude,
bro.
yeah.
So like, yeah, I followed him to the car shop, and he's just like sitting in my car, like looking like he had seen a ghost, bro. And I'm the same way. My mind doesn't really shut off that well, but I had just started smoking a few months before this, and we were still in the army at this point. So of course it's a huge no-no.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, bro, I got a solution. I'm gonna send it your way. If you don't like it, just send it right on back, bro.
And here I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, my car's in the shop. Like, what the fuck does Kevin got to say to me right now? Dude,
This better be a damn good solution.
yeah, dude, because whatever it is, it already sounds like I'm sending this shit back.
Yeah, because odds are with me, it's gonna be just some like some funny shit, like some sarcastic.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, dude. I'm like, I just got in the car. Yeah,
I'd have whipped out a straw and be like, "Here, suck it the hell up, Trevor. Drive
yeah,
off."
yeah. No, that is a good point. That is why we started smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But it worked so well for that, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I had not been smoking for very long before that, so I was very aware. There was a point like in the joint, I remember, like with the raw cone, bro. I'd get like have like a third left, and my mind would just go like that, bro. Like I could feel it just shut off. And I'm
yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Ooh.
I'm like, that's why people like this stuff. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it helps. I don't know. Relationship with that's kind of tough, dude. I don't know. I think it's like you said, Kev. We just have that addictive personality. It's hard to turn it off. It's like
Yeah. Because then you run the risk of it's like a course correction. You go the extreme opposite where you're just smoking all the time.
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
That's
And
where it
then
gets bad.
right, and then I took a break, and now I'm back to trying to figure. All right, let's do this the right way instead of just smoking all the time. And I'm getting there. It's not horrible. Could be a lot worse. And there's also a lot of worse things I could be doing.
Right.
You
For
could be a
instance,
dope head, bro.
dope head. I would be drinking a lot more wine.
Yeah.
I would simply be drinking more because this another thing I was talking about this weekend. So if I don't smoke, if I don't drink, just like the work, all right, what am I gonna do? Now that I'm not doing this, what am I gonna do? I don't need a vice, I don't need something, but that's just where I'm at.
I
Is
think I do. Yeah.
I just want one. Like, let me go. If I'm not doing these two things, what else would I do? And all the other options are a lot worse. And weed beats out alcohol too, anyway. So
100%.
I think I'm in a better position than a lot of other people are. Not like because of me. It's
No, I think we want to be perfect and shit like that too.
Yeah, dude. We all like. I have a idea of who I want to be when I grow up in my head. And it's like, all right, can I be that dude if I'm smoking? And I don't know if I can. I don't know if I will. I have no idea. But that's what goes on in my head when I smoke. I'll smoke. I'm like, fuck, dude. Is this who I really want to be? Like, do I want to attract someone who also smokes like this? Probably
Right.
not. Probably not.
I mean,
But at the same time, I don't want to let it go though.
yo, well, it's like when you want to just like smoke less, and it's like, okay, you don't have to go cold turkey, bro. Like
Yeah.
less is just less. I think if you're doing less, if that's your goal, bro, like any bit less. Like if you start at noon and you start at 1, like you're doing less. I think that is the key to all this shit is the small victories. And people get like with entrepreneurship, bro, like you don't have to either be Elon Musk or some bum down the road in the gas station doped out of his skull. Like it's the little
There's a
shit.
middle ground. You can make 5K a month online and still be good.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to go make fucking 50K because you see everybody else making 50K.
Or everyone online, the minimum wage is 10K a month, bro. Like
Yeah.
you feel like a failure if you're not, but it's like, okay, you might have figured out a new system that works for you. That's going to let you get there. Or
Yeah.
just like you're smoking less. Like you get a healthy relationship, I think, as you kind of get older. I found.
You found.
I
Yeah,
found.
you're
Yeah,
right.
it's like your body says you can't do this. Like we cannot drink or smoke like we used to no more.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. You end up in a healthy relationship. Well, yeah, I never really thought about it like that, dude.
Right? Like inadvertently. Like I just physically can't smoke as much as I used to. But like, okay, that's a good thing now.
Yeah. Yeah. You're less. You're doing
Like, did
good.
you have that point where you're just smoking all day, every day?
Who you talking to? Me or
Vinny?
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 In
Vinny?
college, yeah, dude. In college, it was bad. In my own place, not at my parents,
Oh
like
Lord.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could relate, but moving back into the parents' house helps you dial it back, I guess.
Yeah. It's like a deterrent. They're a deterrent.
Yeah.
And it's
There's
not
different
gonna
levels,
stop me.
like the college level and then the after college level. It's completely different.
And then the normal life level.
Right.
It's like even the
Right.
after college level, you're still kind of high. You've been smoking every day for college for how many years? Then the after college, you're like, all right, I gotta stop smoking so much. Then you wean it down a little bit, and then after, and you're in life, you're like, all right, this isn't this isn't how life is gonna have to go
Right.
here. Yeah.
Right. And then eventually, at some point, it'll probably get tiring and you'll move
Mhm.
on. But yeah, just like you said, Kevin, you gotta take the small victories.
Mm-hmm. You get
Yeah,
tired of it, bro. Exactly.
and enjoy it. Yeah, because that's like then I would be smoking. I'd be smoking, and my first thought was, oh, I shouldn't be smoking. So now I'm just now I'm ruining smoking, and I'm like,
Right.
What's even
it's
the
a
point?
lose.
Right.
I'm losing myself here with my own mind. What a mess.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Man.
bro.
Were your parents cool with it, Vinny? Like smoking?
No, they never knew.
Oh.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Yeah.
what
nice,
the
dude. My
Mhm.
mom knew right away.
oh this man.
Dude, I showed up high. She said, "What's wrong with your eyes?" I said, "Don't worry about it, ma."
Don't worry about it, Mom.
You'd be like, my eyes get hella red too, bro. I cannot hide it at all.
She
Yeah, I
knew it
can.
right away.
Like, in front of my family, I gotta be 100% sober.
Yeah, yeah. How'd you do that, man? That's impressive.
I'm very jealous. But it's a good thing probably we couldn't do that because holy moly.
Dude,
Right.
if I was able to do that, what a mess I'd have on
Yeah,
my
that's how
hands.
one of my buddies is, man. Like, since high school, like going to his parents' house after smoking and dude acted completely normal. Like his parents never questioned him or anything. I was like, how do you do that? Like showing up to functions just baked, but able to function. It was weird.
Yeah. No, I even the first time I really did it at a function, at a family function, it was this Thanksgiving. And me and my cousin went out and smoked and came back, dude. Oh no.
No,
I
no.
like my brother texted me right away. He's like, dude, you high as hell. I'm like, no. You can tell right away. Everybody knows. I can't even talk anymore. What food am I like,
I'm just
what
shoving
food
my
am I
face with
eating?
food.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
perfect holiday to smoke for,
Yeah.
though. That's the good stuff,
yeah, dude.
man.
I'm saying. Yeah, it's funny. Like even now I'll go smoke. My parents probably know immediately when I go downstairs into the pantry.
Oh Lord.
It's not hard. It's not hard to decipher, is it? I'm in the pantry fucking eating everything they have. And dude, I got the green light like 2 weeks ago. They're like, hey, we're going on a diet. We need you to eat all the garbage we have in here. I'm like, dude.
All right, give me a second. I gotta go downstairs first.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah. Give
back.
me a second. I'm gonna go to the park. Go take a run real quick because I need to be, I need my appetite up. No, I don't know. It's hard because I mean, and there's no stigma around alcohol. There's
Like the
not really a
reverse
bit.
almost.
There's no stigma. You should go do it. There's a stigma if you're not drinking alcohol.
Mhm.
With weed, it's immediate. There's stigma. Immediately, they're like, "Oh, you're smoking weed, dude. What do you do? Nothing all day?" It's like, no, I just do a lot all day and don't know how to not do it. I want to do nothing for once, please. It's it's tough to deal with, man, especially with everybody saying, "Oh, it's the devil. You shouldn't do it."
It's those
But
old
hey,
heads, bro.
yeah. But then I'm in my head like I normally am, and I should be doing better, and they're right, and I'm wrong. I always go to I'm wrong for some reason.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
like the
dude, I
default.
have some
Like
good
you're
ideas.
wrong. It's not that there's multiple ways of doing anything. It's that you're wrong and they're right.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like you could smoke like on Saturday nights and be
Nope.
right. No, you're wrong. If you're smoking, you're wrong, and it's fucking kind of sad, dude. Can help a lot of people. But
Ugh.
whatever. But shit, you
Um.
got the final question,
Yeah.
Kev?
I got this written down. So, Vinny, you're a very self-assured guy. I feel like with the whole, you don't care about how people think of you.
Correct.
How do you build that self-assurance?
Man, honestly, it's just having confidence in yourself. Like growing up as a kid, I was kind of in that like the cocky stage, I guess you could say. And then as you mature a little bit, it kind of turns from cockiness into confidence. And it's weird, just like playing sports growing up and stuff. Every time you would score a sick goal or something, you're gonna be a little cocky about it. And then when you're, growing up and you realize that it's not all that, turn that into confidence, and it helps you develop like a self identity. Knowing no matter what you do, you're doing it for yourself. Like somebody can't come into your shoes and feel the same exact things as you. You know, so just knowing that nobody has experienced what I've experienced. Everybody's experienced something in a similar way, but nobody's experienced your life exactly how you have. Nobody's experienced life as Trevor has. So knowing that it is my own life, nobody else has experienced it, who's to care what they have to say or what they have to judge, because they haven't been in my shoes before.
Did you have to get broken down a little bit once you
Oh
got
man,
that cocky stage?
absolutely. Absolutely. And I look back now and it's like things probably could have worked out a little smoother if I didn't have that cocky stage, you
Oh
know?
my God, yeah.
But I think I'm in a good place now. Definitely matured, definitely experiencing, what I have the last couple of months with, losing friends and all that. I've definitely established a more mature outlook on life.
I feel that. I feel that. In the army, we had this like a selection process. They're called. It's basically like they're going to test you with a bunch of weird army tests, right? Like land navigation, all this crazy shit. But when you get out, you get a new beret. It's like this. It's not a regular camo hat. It's like a freaking beret. Like it's nice. I remember
Yeah.
putting that on, and I was like 18, bro, as a private. Like I'm the shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then you get to the hangar, and it's like, bro, these are men here, bro. I'm like
Yeah.
a boy among men. Like
Yeah,
I'm
you got
nothing right now.
you got men there that are trying to support their families, put food on the table, and you're an 18-year-old kid there looking like, all right, this is gonna go to my next dope pack, and this is gonna go to my new dirt bike toys and all this. Like,
These people were on the freaking mission to kill bin Laden, and I think I'm cool. Like,
right.
no, I
Right.
was
Yeah.
nothing, bro.
Yeah. Once you realize that there's somebody out there doing your job better than you, or has more experience and more knowledge, it humbles you a lot. And that's kind of like when you flip the switch. And that kind of happened for me with the lawn business. Once I went with the LLC, like made it legal and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm no longer the high school kid that is raking in cash, blowing all my buddies and high school peers out of the water, showing up in the parking lot with, my nice truck, this and that. Once you hit that legal stage, you realize, okay, shit, there isn't a whole lot to brag about anymore.
That's a hell of a stage to you go to jail if you don't fucking get there.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I never really thought about it too much. Of course, I heard it a couple times what you were saying. No one's walked my shoes. No one's done what I've done. And I've never had that confidence. I will say I've never thought about it because I've never had that type of confidence. I don't know. I don't know if there's really anything to blame it on. Growing up, like sports, you relate a lot of it to sports. My brother was better than me at sports. So whatever I did, Banj did and better. He
While
was
being more
older.
handsome,
He's more handsome. The girls love him. Parents love him. He's the best at every sport. 2 years older than me, has all the friends. So like to me, I didn't. I don't. I also spent a lot of time on the computer. I ended up with computer friends, but I never saw it as like this is my shoes. I'm living it. Even when I got divorced and it was overseas and everything, he texted me, and one of the best texts I ever got from him was, "Hey, dude, like I'm thinking about you." All of his buddies, who I would hang out with too, they're only 2 years older, so if they came over, I'm out there playing too. But all of his buddies, hey, we're all thinking about you. None of us have a single clue how you're doing what you're doing. Like we all are looking up to you and thinking this is incredible. You're getting divorced. You're overseas getting divorced. Like we don't know how you're doing it. And to me, that was finally like, oh, I'm the adult now. Like I can live how I want to live, and other people will still see me
Right.
as my own person. And I don't know. I never saw it that way, but now I'm gonna let you know how that goes for me because I
Yeah.
definitely need to do that more. It's like, dude, who are you? You
I'll,
know what I've been through? Yo, okay. How'd you feel when you heard that? Because you didn't feel anything. Because I just told you didn't go through it. I went through it, and it sucks.
Mm,
And I
shit.
would say right now I'm doing pretty well with it.
I'll give you a nugget to chew on, a little something, bro.
All right.
Not only has no one done what you've done, is no one else could do what you've done. I think, especially in the army. How many people you seen get
love
out
it.
the army like that, like you did, Trevor, take their own lives? I can think of like 5 right now,
Yeah.
or get off their business and they go to college and then shit just doesn't work out, bro. Like people haven't, and because they couldn't. That's what I think.
And that's when you look back and you reflect on that, Trevor. Like, look at what you've been through, look at your journey, and then take that and, use that to push yourself in the future. Like as far as having the confidence in yourself, nobody's walked in your shoes. Nobody's been through what you've been through. They couldn't have gone what you've been through. So now look back and be like, damn, like I did something, I fought through all that and I'm at where I am today. Now I'm gonna walk with some swagger.
Oh, a
Yeah.
little pep in the step, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got a story that a lot of people won't ever be able to come close to relating to. And take that as like a sense of pride. It may have been a very bad spot in your life, but you look back at it now and it's what shaped you. Be proud of it.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
many keys, bro. Need a new freaking keychain for all these keys I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. I need a little bit of that because I know I end up in a weird stage where it's like, all right, what does everyone think of me? And it doesn't really matter anyway. So why do I think that? Like, why do I? It, and that yeah, on top of that, doing all this, it's all when you're going entrepreneur or whatever you're doing something online, you're straying pretty damn far from the normal path. The normal path, like I said, we all know the normal path. All your friends from high school are going on the normal path. When you stray from that normal path, people are going to have less answers. People aren't going to understand as much, and you have to be the one to be like, no, this is going to work. And I mean, I've been doing it a little bit with the podcast. And like, when everyone, if there's doubt, it's like, no, I'm telling you, this will work. And it's like standing up for yourself because, yeah, like you said, you got that self confidence to be like, no, I'm telling you, I'm letting you know right now.
As long as you have faith in yourself, man, you'll never fail.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Well, holy crap. Hey, real quick though, too, is help your friends if they're in that situation too, bro. It don't cost us $1 to say that you're proud of someone, but we never say it. It's like, why? That does like so much, bro. Or compliments, like you got a fucking dope haircut or something. I don't know, anything.
Yeah,
Like
little
that shit's
things.
free and people remember it, dude. Especially, bro, if you give a man a compliment, he'll remember it forever. Swear to God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
see a guy walking out in public, he's got a nice watch on or a new pair of kicks. Even if you don't like them or don't care, you should be like, dude, sick watch. I like your kicks. Like, it's not that
Yeah.
hard. I guarantee you, it'll change his life.
I told my friend at the Walgreens the other day, he got a haircut. I was like, bro, you're looking clean as fuck, bro. Looking good.
Yeah.
And I could
I
tell it
need a
meant a lot, bro.
haircut.
I
Real.
was riding my motorcycle last week, and there was a guy who was just like watching me ride. I was pulling up to a stop sign, so I wasn't going too fast, and he was just watching me and gave a thumbs up. And I saw his shoes. I was already going to say something about his shoes, and I didn't. And then he gave me a thumbs up. And I'm like, I like your shoes. He didn't understand me, so I'm on the motorcycle, and I like pull my leg up, point at my shoes, and he finally understood. He's like, yeah. He looks down at his shoes. He's like, yeah, and I was
Yeah,
able to
hell
go
yeah.
along. But it's
Hell
like then I'm feeling good. He's probably feeling good, just walking about. But yeah, it's men just need to, hear words of encouragement more. It's simple, it's easy, it's free. Hey, you're doing good.
Good to go, bro. Proud of you.
Proud of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. But all right,
Well,
we
shit.
can wrap it up there.
That was a good final
Yeah.
question, man.
I
Yeah,
appreciate you
no.
guys having me on. That was awesome. I haven't been able to, shoot the shit with anybody in a long time. So that was good being able
Hey,
to, clear it out a little bit.
that's what we do best, dude. We're opening to doing it off air and all that fun stuff too. Actually, that's what we're gonna try. Actually, that's what we'll get the Discord up for, Kev. Just do some
Yeah.
off air episodes and fun stuff like that.
Just
'Cause
chilling, bro.
that's what, dude. A lot of dudes just need that. It's hard to find a dude. It's hard. Like for me, I'm not in a small town. I'm in a bigger town. It's hard to go to the gym or really find anyone to shoot the shit with. It's hard. It's even in the sauna, anywhere in the sauna, people listening to shit on their phones. No one's talking. No one's doing anything. Who do I talk to? I'm not gonna talk to my parents about all this.
Right.
Like where you won't be judged. Like, hey, dude, I'm struggling to quit drinking right now. Like, no one's gonna say that to someone else.
Yeah,
Bro.
dude.
Right.
I haven't told anyone else that I've been struggling with weed until right now. Like I told Kevin, that's it. It's like I don't know, weird struggle, but yeah, dude. If you ever want to come back on, you ever just want to talk shit, whatever it is, spill
Get
some tea.
Some
No,
tea.
absolutely. I would love to. I would love to. And I'm wrapping up school in May, and then once I'm done with this internship, I might be trying to get out of town and moving with a buddy down in Savannah or something. So
You
it
might get a
definitely,
poster for that wall too while you're.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, I would love to reconnect with you guys later on in the year and check in on us.
Yeah, man, for
Yeah,
sure. We're actually about to go up on our. We're gonna get Magnum on for his yearly
Fuck
checkup.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Magnum, bro. That dude
Yeah,
is so funny. What did I
yeah.
call that guy last time, bro?
Oh, the
I just
Ohio Theo Vaughn.
I just saw him
Yes.
a couple weeks ago. He flew down to Atlanta to do some training for Vivint or some security door-to-door sales, and I picked him up at the airport. That was my first time seeing him since
Oh,
IO
my
started.
God,
That
bro.
dude is just amazing, bro. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's an awesome dude. Yeah, Kev, you call him Ohio Theo Vaughn.
Yo, you want to talk about a gem of an individual, bro?
Dude, yeah, no, that guy. We'll throw
Yeah.
that link
I'll
down
let
in the
him
description,
speak for
dude.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No, he's awesome.
Oh,
But yeah, Vinny, man, thanks for coming on. Nice to see you smile. Nice to see you doing good, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, y'all too. Take it easy.
all right, bro.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
Peace out, everybody.